Myself Kashif and today I will show you the properties of water through experiment. So first we will put some sugar. So as you can see, the sugar gets dissolved. So the sugar is soluble substance. In the second one, we will put some salt. And salt is also dissolved in the water. So the salt is also a soluble substance. Now in the third one, we will put some lemon juice. Now we will mix it. So the lemon juice is also soluble substance. So for the another activity, all we need sand and pebbles. So first we will put some sand in the water. Then we will mix it. So as you can see, the sand is not soluble substance. It is insoluble substance. Now we will put pebbles in the another glass. So the pebble is also not soluble substance, it is insoluble substance. So for the third experiment, I want to show you that all the liquid get dissolved in water or not. So first, we will put some paint in the water. As you can see, it dissolved in water. Now for the second glass, I will put some mustard oil. Wow, as you can see, a very thin layer at the top of the water. So for the last activity, I want to show you that the material which do not dissolve in the water either float on its surface or sink to the bottom of the container. To do this activity, all we need coins and thermocol balls. So first we will put some coins in the water. I am adding more. So as you can see, the coins are sinking in the water. Now I am putting some thermocol. As you can see, the thermocol balls are not sinking.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Akriti Kumar, student of class 5B. So today I'm going to show the activity of chapter 9. In this activity, we take a glass of water, add some sugar in it and mix it. Add some lemon juice and a pinch of sugar and a pinch of salt. So we see the things that we put in the water, it is totally dissolved in the water. So it is called soluble substance. Now we take a glass of water again and add some sand. Mix it. Add some pebbles and mix it. Now we can see the substances are not totally dissolved. The sand is not dissolved. and the pebbles are also not dissolved in the water, so it is called insoluble substance. Thank you.
Good morning everybody. My name is Tanisha of class 5B. Today we are going to learn about solution to the experiment from science chapter properties of water. So the material we are going to require are 2 glasses of water, sugar, salt, pebbles, sand and some lemon. So here I am taking the first glass of water and adding some sugar in it. So the sugar is the solute and the water is the solvent, and the mixture we are going to get is the solution. And here I am adding some lemon juice. And a pinch of salt. So we have to stir the mixture. Keep stirring it will take some time. See, the magic happened. Sugar, salt and lemon juice disappeared in the water. So from this experiment we get to know that substances which dissolve in the water are called soluble substances. So our tasty lemonade is ready. Here I am taking the second glass of water and adding some pebbles. And sand in it. And now we have to stir for some time. See, now magic happens. Sand and pebbles did not disappear in the water. So from this experiment we get to know the substances which do not dissolve in the water are called insoluble substances. So from this experiment we get to know that concept of soluble and insoluble substances. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, my name is Atulya Raj. I study in class 5B. Today I am going to show you activity. For this I have sugar, salt and lemon and pebble and sand. Funny. Salt is soluble in water. Sugar is soluble in water. Lemon is soluble in water. Pebble is insoluble in water. Sand is insoluble in water. Thank you everyone.
Good morning, sir. I am Pranav Kumar, class 5B, roll number 24. I am doing today science experiment. First time mix salt in water. some sugar in water. I will still return. Third, I will mix lemon juice in water. I will stir it. Salt, sugar, and lemon juice are dissolved in water are called the soluble substance. Second, I will bring insoluble substance. First, I will take some sand on water. I can also stir it. Sand are not dissolved in water are called insoluble substance. In this third glass, I will take some pebbles. I can also stir it. Salt, sugar, and lemon juice are dissolved in water, but sand and pebbles are not dissolved in water are called insoluble substance. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. My name is Akshana of class 5B soluble substances of water. This is sugar, this is salt and this is water. Sugar observed in water. Salt also observed in water. This is sand and this is stone. Sand not observed in water. Stone also not observed in water. Thank you.
Experiment of soluble and insoluble substance, and we know that what is solute and solvent. First we do the experiment of soluble substance. Sugar, salt, lemon juice are example of soluble substance. We take sugar first, then we take salt in it, then we squeeze the lemon, then we mix it. After some time, it gets dissolved in water. Means it gets soluble in water. The substance which get dissolved in water is called soluble substance. For example, lemon juice, salt and sugar are example of soluble substance. And we know what is solute and solvent. Then we do the experiment of insoluble substance. The substance which do not get dissolved in water is called insoluble substance. Sand is one of the example of insoluble substance. We take 1 or 2 spoons sand in water. We see what? That sand do not get dissolved in water. This is called insoluble substance. The substance which do not get dissolved in water is called insoluble substance. Now solute and solvent. The substance which get dissolved in water in medium to form a solution is called solute. The medium in which the substance is get dissolved is called solvent. For example, lemon juice, salt and sugar are example of solute and water is example of solvent. And second example, sand is the example of solute and water is the example of solvent. This is the experiment of soluble and insoluble substance. Okay, thank you.
All of you, my name is Shivantu Sinha, class 5B. Soluble substances in water. This is salt, this is sugar, this is lemon juice, and this is water. Salt is dissolved in water. Sugar is also dissolved in water. Lemon juice is also dissolved in water. These three are soluble in water. Insoluble substance in water. First, sand is not dissolved in water. Pebbles is not dissolved in water. So these are insoluble substances in water.
Good morning, ma'am. I am Kartik Shravan of class 5B, roll number 8. And this is the second video of activity of chapter 8, properties of water. So here the activity is on page number 77. Activity number 1. Take 2 glass tumblers, fill them half with water. Add a few drops of ink in one tumbler and mustard oil in the other. Stir both the mixtures. What do you observe? Ink dissolves in water whereas mustard oil does not dissolve. In the second activity, take 2 glass beakers, fill them half with water, put some coins in one beaker and some cork pieces in the other. Stir both thoroughly. Coins and cork pieces are both insoluble in water. However, coins sink to the bottom of the beaker while cork pieces float on the surface. So here I am doing the first activity. So we have 2 glasses. Fill them half with water. In one glass, put some mustard oil. Here I have a bottle of mustard oil. And in the other put some ink, but I don't have ink, so I am putting acrylic paint in the other. It is of blue color. Okay. Now stir them softly. You can see mustard oil does not dissolve in water, but it is floating on the surface of water and makes a layer on the water. But on the other hand, I have put some paint, acrylic paint, and it is dissolved in water, means it is mixed in it. But I have used this spoon. First I have mixed this, so there are some mustard oil in this. It is my fault. So you can see this is insoluble in water and this is soluble in water. And this is the first activity. We can see here that all liquids are not dissolved in water like mustard oil and all the other oils. But some liquid are dissolved in water, means soluble in water. And ink, paint are soluble in water and mustard oil and other oils are insoluble in water. So this was the first activity. Now second activity. Take 2 glass beakers. I have these 2 glass beakers, mean glass. Fill them half with water. Now put some coins in the first. I have some coins here. And in the other, cork pieces, means same as thermocol. Cut this in small pieces. Stir both. putting the wrapper of medicine here. Okay. Now you can see the coins sink in the water and the thermocol and the medicine wrappers float on it. If I push it down, it will come back up. But one of the medicine wrapper had the water. This is the second activity. It means that all solid substances are not dissolved in water, like coins, thermocol, cord pieces, and the medicine wrappers, etc. But all the liquids are also insoluble. Some of the liquids, see, mustard oil are insoluble in water, but ink, paint are soluble in water. And this was all that 2 activities. Thank you.
Everyone, myself Shamil Kashyap, roll number 11. In this video, I am showing my science experiment. So the ingredients of science experiment is: first, salt; second, sugar; third, pebbles; and fourth, some amount of sand; and 2 pieces of lemon and 2 glass water. So take a spoon of sugar and mix it well. So as you can see, the sugar is completely dissolved in water. And then I take some amount of salt well. And then you can see the salt is also dissolved in water. And I can take a lemon juice and also mix it. So you can see that lemon is also dissolved in water. So sugar, salt and lemon is a soluble substance. So then I take second glass and take some amount of sand and mix it. So you can see the sand is not dissolved in water. Example. And then I take some amount of pebbles. So and mix it. So you can see that the pebbles is also not dissolved in water. So sand and pebbles are insoluble substances. So the difference between soluble and insoluble substance. Hope you like my video. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Shamya. At roll number 36, I will show my science experiment for salt, sugar, sand and stone and 2 lemons and 2 glass water. First, salt. Mix well. This should absorb the water. Second, sugar. Mix them. I can to see sugar absorb the water and lemon. Mix lemon juice and mix them. I can to see lemon juice absorb the water. A second glass. Sand. I can to see sand not absorb the water. And mix with stone. I can to see not absorb the water. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good morning everyone. I am Ishanshika, class 5B, roll number 7. Today I am present science project topic soluble and insoluble substance and chapter 8 properties of water. There are some ingredients: sugar, salt, mustard oil and black pepper and 3 glasses of water. I take some sugar and I mixes it. I take some salt. I mixes it. I take some mustard oil. I mixes it. I take some paper. I take some paper and I mixes it. First glass sugar and salt dissolved in water are called soluble substance, and second of a glass mustard oil cannot dissolve in water are called insoluble substance, and third of a glass black pepper cannot dissolve in water are called insoluble substance, because the second glass float in surface and third glass float in surface, but first glass invisible in water. So first is soluble substance and second and third are this insoluble substance. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Hello my dear teachers and my dear friends. Today I am here to tell about soluble and insoluble substance. First I will tell you that I taken some items like sugar, lemon, rice, pebbles, sand and salt. First I mix salt in water. salt mix in water, so it is a soluble substance. Then I mix in sugar and mix it. Sugar is also a soluble substance, and then I mix lemon in water. It can also mix so it is also a soluble substance. Then I mix some rice in next and mix it. It is insoluble substance, so it could not mix in water. Then I mix in stones, pebble. It can also not a insoluble substance, so it can not mixed. Then I mix sand in water. It can also not mixed, so it is also a insoluble substance. Thank you and have a nice day.
Now we are starting with the soluble substance. Here we have sugar, salt and lime syrup, and I'm going to mix the sugar into the water. We are taking some sugar and you can see it is dissolved in water and it is a soluble substance. Similarly, we have some salt. It's salt, and we are gonna mix this salt into the water. And here you can see that it is also dissolved as like sugar in the water. And now we have some lime syrup, and we are going to mix this into the water, and you can see it is also dissolved in water. Now you can see we have insoluble substance like cumin and mustard seeds. Let's see that cumin can dissolve in water or not. I'm gonna add some more. You can see it does not dissolve in the water and it is insoluble substance. Now this is mustard seeds, some mustard seeds, and we are gonna add into this. It's into the water. Here you can see it is also not dissolved in the water like cumin seeds. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. I am Simarjeet of class 5B, roll number 17. I am showing you into some science experiment. First, we will put some sugar into water. See, this is dissolved in water. And we will put some salt into water. It is also dissolved in water, so it is soluble substance. For the next experiment, we will put some sand into the water. It is not dissolved in water. We will put some pebbles into the water. See, this is also not dissolved in water, so it is insoluble substance.
Now I am showing you the floating and sinking substance. I will show the floating and sinking substance in water. Now we will put some oil into the water. See, the oil was floating on water. Now we will put some coins into the water. See, coins are sinking into the water. Thank you.
Ma'am and my friends, I am Sneha Kamal from class 5B, roll number 39. Today I am going to show you an experiment of subject science. I take water in first glass tumbler and add some salt in it. And then I stir it. You can observe it is disappeared and dissolved. And then I add sugar in it. Then I also stir it. And you can also see that it also disappear and dissolve in water. Then I add some lemon juice in it. And then I also stir it. And you can also observe that it also disappear and dissolve. Because it is soluble substance, we add like salt, sugar and lemon juice are soluble substance, and it dissolve and I make a solution. Then I take water in second glass tumbler and add sand. Okay. Then I stir it also, and you can also observe that it cannot dissolve because it is insoluble substance and it doesn't dissolve. And I take some pebbles and then I also stir it, and you can also observe that it doesn't dissolve because it is also insoluble substance. The first solution that I make, the thing like salt, sugar and lemon juice are solute and water is solvent. And the second solution that I make is sand and water. Water is solvent, sand is solute. The third is pebble is solute and water is solvent. Thank you, ma'am and dear friends.
Start. Today, I, Shivansh Pandey of class 5B is here to show you an experiment on soluble and insoluble elements. Let's see how it works. I am taking a spoon of salt and I will get it into water. As you can see, it is dissolved in water, so completely in it. Salt is a solute and water is solvent. Now I will show you my next example. I am taking some pebbles and I will put it into a glass of water. As you can see, it cannot be dissolved. You can see that pebbles doesn't dissolve in water, so it is insoluble. Thank you and have a nice day.